Hello everybody, welcome back to the Daily Journal series. We're starting things off, I guess, with an Espeon proc. I've actually swapped Gardevoir did its job very well. So much so to the fact that I actually kind of swapped it off. I'll probably be putting it on later tonight, but I just want to optimize getting as many of those Dream Shards as I can from the Swalot, so that's why we put that on temporarily. But we're hopping right into our sleep session review. Now, I did run the errand last night, so I ran my shiny errand to get a few more sleep hours on it. I would like to eventually get the profile picture for that, although I am realizing after a while of having that thing and not getting as many sleep hours on it as I'd like, I'm becoming to realize that it's not that likely that I'll ever do it because of my playstyle, but I would like to get the profile picture. I think it'd be cool. And almost 10 hours of sleep. If I just get over 10 hours of sleep tomorrow night, then I only have to do this rotation thing twice. But anyway, that looks like dozing. Yep, dozing. I don't know what we want at dozing. Greengrass expert mode. I know there's no Ekans, there's no Gulpin, so those are gone. Does Caterpie spawn at expert mode? I don't even know. I don't know what the Greengrass expert mode pool looks like. Oh, well, there's Sneasel. I do have a Sneasel that I've invested a little bit into, but not a whole lot. Oh, but Paldean Wooper. I do still need a good cacao farmer. I'd prefer Blastoise, personally. Man, there's a couple things here that I'd like. I don't think it's worth going for the Sneasel. Sneasel is just too expensive. I can't afford a Sneasel, a proper Sneasel hunt, and the one that I have is alright. And plus, Swampert kind of makes it redundant. Oh, Trico's hungry. Would you look at that? They're just trying to get me to spend all my biscuits. Okay. Well, the thing I want here the most is the Paldean Wooper. On the off chance that we get a good cacao farmer. And would you look at that? We don't even have to spend any additional biscuits. I also do want a good Houndour, so... or Houndoom. I'll feed the Trico a single biscuit just because it's hungry. Wow, we're gonna be... I'm going biscuit broke again. Yeah, I'm gonna try to catch the Houndour. Well, I will catch a Houndour. It's guaranteed, given that there are two of them. I'll toss the Trico a single biscuit. If it mega hits, it mega hits. But I've got a really good one. I don't need a second one. I'm not gonna go out of my way to spend extra Poke Biscuits to catch it. So, next time it's hungry, we'll take that home. Okay. The superior Dark-type berry specialist. Because he's cheap. Don't get me wrong, Sneasel's very, very good. Weavile is very, very powerful. One of the best berry specialists in the game, but it's just so expensive. I can't justify a hunt on it. So... we're just gonna leave it there. I need to save my biscuits. I do have 8 Great Biscuits and 5 Ultra Biscuits, but the Ultra Biscuits I'm intending for a Raikou hunt, which, while that is a very expensive hunt, I think it's one that could very much so enhance my box. And the Great Biscuits... well, are there other 16-pip hunts that I really want to be going for? Because really, 16-pip Pokemon are the best ones that you can use Great Biscuits on. Fine, I'll chuck in a few Great Biscuits. I don't know what else I'll use them on, so... oh, would you look at that? It's saving me biscuits. With just a natural crit. Would you look at that? Can we do 2 for 2? Nope. It's probably gonna get all full here, though, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. We'll leave it at that, then. We caught a Paldean Wooper, and we caught a Houndour. Thank you, Neroli. We're always making serious strides around here. We'll send out the Sneasel, just because it is rare enough and good enough that that's probably the candy people would want out of the ones here. Well, it's either that or the Trico. But Trico's, comparative to Sneasel, very common. Alrighty, what's this Paldean Wooper got for us today? Rash nature. Rash is a if I'm right, that's a good nature on an ingredient specialist, because that's ingredients up, main skill chance down. AAC, that is. And it's got ingredient finder at 50. This could maybe kind of be a temporary cacao option, but thing about cacao farming is that there really isn't a temporary option. Because just like with oil, the cacao farmers in the game aren't really that great prior to... Wow, why is Greengrass isn't loading production comparison? It's not letting me use the sidebar for anything. I'm clicking all these things, you can see, right? Okay, I guess I'll just do this. Maybe I can just go straight there. That was weird. Don't know what Greengrass is doing to me, but oh well. I'm just going to leave this because that's not going to impact the Paldean Whooper's output, but... Okay. Claude's Ire. There, like I said, there really isn't a temporary cacao option. What's funny is it wants to do all the skill, despite it having skill down. Like, even if I made this ingredient finding M, and I did that, it's got ingredients up, main skill chance down. If I made it level 50, it's finding 61 cacao a day. That is not enough for those top tier dishes. 25, 30 is what we're looking at. That is not enough. Maybe we need something better than that. If this were AAA, if it were mono, and we could get it to 60, you know what? This guy still wouldn't be enough, actually. The cacao farming options just are not great in this game. They take a lot. Now, granted, I just realized this is set for expert mode, so it would be doing a little bit better for that. It would almost be 90 on Greengrass, or on not expert mode weeks. And is that with good camp ticket? No, it's not. So, I guess it could be acceptable as a level 60 option, but level 50, where we'd actually have to bat on, even on good camp ticket weeks, it's not making quite enough. So it would need to be supplemented or stockpiled. This thing's not worth the invest. It's interesting, but not worth it. If it had a mono list, then I'd probably invest. That's the only way. Okay, Houndour. Timid nature. Well, we're off to a rough start. It's got berry finding S. If it has helping bonus, then I don't care about the nature. It doesn't have helping bonus, though, and help speed S and M are way too late. If these last two skills, the last two sub-skills were shifted up with the ones above them, then this would actually be probably worth investment. Maybe one day a mint. But as it stands, this dude, I'm just going to send him to the... Well, I'll star him because he's the best Houndour we have. But he's still not good. It's the only one we have with berry finding S. I have one with helping bonus and, like, help bonus alone. It very much so early on helped me out because I didn't have very much access to helping bonus, but nowadays he's definitely not a Pokemon that I ever run these days. But anyway, that is about it for today's video. If you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Down in the description we'll have a link to join the Discord. You can come join us, hang out, talk about all things Pokemon, sleep, and the like. A huge shout out and thank you to all of my channel members. It really means a lot to me that you guys want to show your support financially, despite there being no paid rewards for members. It really means a lot. If you too want to become a channel member, the join button is down below. And as always, I thank you all for watching and hope that you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.